A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Taylor Swift tells grads to embody cringe in NYU commencement. If you have watched Taylor Swift's NYU commencement speech, you've probably cringed at some parts.
She gave some advice, talked about her experiences as a college student, and even mentioned life hacks for a generation of young people. Read on to find out more about the Songbird's speech and her rise to stardom.
Also, check out these tips on how to make the most out of your cringe. Taylor Swift's speech at NYU commencement.
The class of 2022 at New York University received an honorary doctorate of fine arts from Taylor Swift on May 18. While there was an honorary degree ceremony for the class of 2021, she was also giving an honorary doctorate in the field of music.
In her speech, the pop star gave advice disguised as a life hack. She discussed the importance of female role models and the concept of cringe.
In her speech, Swift addressed the difficulties of working in the music industry. She was surrounded by people a decade older than her, making her feel like an idol perfection role model.
She also joked about the possibility of ending up in pop star jail if she failed to live up to expectations. Swift was praised by fans for her candid speech and her new honorary doctorate.
Other notable past recipients of honorary degrees at NYU include Aretha Franklin, Bill Clinton, Janet Yellen, and Billy Crystal. A rise to pop stardom.
Taylor Swift's meteoric rise to pop stardom is an interesting story of gendered perception and overexposure. Swift has faced a number of accusations of being goofy, clingy, and desperate.
The singer responded with a quote from Madeleine Albright, "There is a special place in hell for women who don't help other women." Her rise to fame was a cause for debate, and a new album, 1989, may have made things worse.
After leaving Big Machine Records, Swift signed with Universal Music Group and Republic Records, a record label run by Scooter Braun. Braun is a talent manager who managed Kanye West.
Swift publicly spoke out against the deal, saying that Braun bullied her. However, the record label eventually sold her back catalog in 2020.
She has continued to promote her music on the internet, but the pressures of her career are weighing on her now. In the early 2000s, Swift wrote a song about a breakup.
Music executives spotted her talent and she released her first album in 2006. She has since made her way to the Hollywood list.
Her happiness and fame have been partially linked to her relationship with actor Joe Alwyn, whom she has been dating since 2017. Swift's first sight of Music Row occurred when she was 11.
Her family lived in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, near Reading. She owned an 11-acre Christmas tree farm as a secondary business.
At age 11, she convinced her mother to take her to Nashville during spring break and go door-to-door singing and performing. Eventually, she signed with Big Machine, the label run by former DreamWorks Nashville Records executive Scott Borchetta.
The album was released in October 2006. Adele is another singer whose rise to pop stardom has been highly unconventional.
The Grammy-winning singer was the youngest winner of the Album of the Year award, and became the first female artist to win the prize 2 years in a row. Her rise to pop stardom is a fascinating case study.
There's nothing like seeing an artist achieve megastardom. You can see why it's hard to believe that Taylor Swift is the top pop star in the world.
Although Taylor Swift's rise to pop stardom is impressive, her rise to celebrity is not without its problems. She is far from being a true ingenue, and the question remains whether her position in pop music is sustainable.
The question remains, what's next for Swift? Is she ready to make the next step toward a full-circle career? Let's revisit the issue. If she gets the role of Pax, the world may be ready for her.
Compared to other female pop stars, Taylor Swift is a counterculture darling, but her sound is distinctly country-infused. Her debut album, 1989, even featured a song that tipped its hat to country star Faith Hill.
Faith Hill's photo on the album cover was a clone of the singer, and in the liner notes, Taylor Swift thanked her idol as the most graceful woman in the world. Despite the potentially corny image, Taylor Swift has succeeded in making an enduring career out of her music.
It was a remarkable feat, and she's not alone. Her message to class of 22
After the announcement that Taylor Swift would give the commencement speech to the class of '22, fans went wild. Many of them offered to pay hundreds of dollars for tickets to the event.
However, students are not allowed to sell tickets and are limited to 2 per person. Then, Swift fans took to social media to attack students' accounts.
The most hilarious part of all. A fan's attempt to win free tickets was capped at during her speech. The 11-time Grammy Award winner addressed the audience and prompted ear-splitting shrieks.
She spoke with poignancy and wit, but she avoided giving unsolicited advice, as she did not attend college. After all, only Taylor Swift can deliver such a speech.
Here are some of the most memorable moments from Taylor Swift's commencement speech. Upon graduating from NYU, Taylor Swift made headlines by joking about 1950s housewives and their wardrobe choices.
She also addressed her own life, and wore a graduation regalia in purple, accompanied by leopard print heels. "Are you ready for the world?" she captioned the video.
She then continued her speech by referring to her promise to yourself on Friday. Taylor Swift gave an inspiring speech to the class of '22 at New York University.
The pop star received an honorary degree and shared some life hacks with graduates. Despite her recent fame, Swift is still relatively young and still learning.
Those who have attended college have much to learn from the 32-year-old singer-songwriter. The message she gave is relevant today.